everybody, welcome to another episode of the J&J Toy Giants YouTube channel, Toy Unboxing. I am your host, JD. I got a fun-filled episode for you guys today. I'm going to be going over some more WWE figures, and these are special ones. I'm talking about the Wrestlemania Macho Man, Randy Savage, in the Wrestlemania 3 cart, and also Andre the Giant in the Wrestlemania 3 cart. So these are actually special, like, basic figures. They're not elites, but they're in the style of the WrestleMania entrance carts that they actually used to come to the ring during their matches on WrestleMania 3. So it kind of looks like this.
Michigan, the reigning Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, along with Elizabeth. And I'll tell you, Macho's looking good. Elizabeth is looking.
All right, so this is going to be the entrance, WrestleMania entrance card. I'm not sure. They don't actually verify exactly what type of series these are, but I'm just going to call them the WWE WrestleMania entrance carts series, and where they're basically trying to depict the around WrestleMania 3 and I believe WrestleMania 6, that they had these entrance carts that they used to actually, instead of actually walking to the ring, which they used to this day, actually, there are some that are like not that far away from the gorilla position, but a lot of the, back in the day, they used to have to walk a really long distance just to get to the ring. So just to kind of like, you know, help them out, they had these carts that they would, you know, have them drive, or this guy would on the bottom would drive it, and they would move. And they would come towards the actual ring itself. So the package actually is kind of like secured a lot. Was a plastic that these guys would, you know, stand in, and then they would have like these little plastic things that would keep them in place. But you want to be careful if you guys buy these. You want to be careful. These little ring posts, they do come off, and I don't know if that was meant to be like that or it just basically comes broken. But I was able to put mine back. The ropes are kind of loose, so you want to make sure that you don't pull on them that hard. But this is the Macho Man, Randy Savage. I'm assuming this is going to be Series 1. I'm not sure if this was just like a one-off situation, and they were just, you know, thought it was pretty cool. So if you turn it around, you can see there's pegs on here, so you can put possibly a second person in here if you want to. And these are essentially basics. They're not elites. Obviously, you can tell they're basics. And Macho Man, I don't remember him wearing this attire in WrestleMania 3. I gotta double check that. Yeah, so I did real quick, just check and double check, and yes. So this is his attire from WrestleMania 3, which these are depicting. There's really not much you can say about these. They do have wheels on the bottom. Let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can try to. There we go. See, there are wheels on the bottom. They're nice novelty act. I'm not sure if they're actually going to like make a lot of these, because how many people are you going to have in these entrance carts? I mean, Hogan didn't ride it until he rode back when he lost to Warrior at WrestleMania 6. Hogan didn't ride him in WrestleMania 3 when he beat Andre the Giant. So I mean, you're going to only have like maybe you know, Steamboat or any of the other talent during that time frame that rode these carts, either one when they did it on WrestleMania 6 and WrestleMania 3. So obviously it's pretty, you know, like just a novelty act. Like I said before, it's not really much that you can say about these, although the deco on this is pretty cool. I wish that it, you know, if they were going to go all out, they should have gave him his robe, you know, his like little robe that he had that he came out to the ring with, instead of just him in his ring gear, because he didn't come out in his ring gear like that. He had like a robe and all that. But I mean, I guess beggars can't be choosers. I'm not sure exactly what they were thinking, that if they thought that these were going to sell, which a lot of people were buying them. So it's not like it was a dumb idea, because people were buying it. You know, everywhere I go, I was seeing it for the longest time, and then after that, you know, after I purchased mine, I never saw really much any of them again. Maybe here and there I'll see them, but obviously, you know, they're not in high demand. I'm assuming that this is a one-off situation. Who knows? I haven't heard any news about it recently, so let's go to the next one. All right, so I'm going to keep Macho Man here, but the last one we're going to go over today is Andre the Giant. So you can see it's pretty cool that they keep it scale, that Andre is a lot bigger than Macho Man. It may not look at here in this camera angle, but if you were to look at him right now, he's definitely a lot taller from Macho Man. So this is Andre the Giant, you know, and this is portraying his attire that he wore when he wrestled Hogan in WrestleMania 3, which obviously, spoiler alert, he lost. But it wasn't really much that he lost. I watched the Andre the Giant documentary that was on HBO, which I highly recommend. If you have HBO Max, definitely give it a watch, because it kind of like went over Andre's whole life, you know, from when he was in France, all the way through when he started wrestling in Quebec and in Canada, all the way to when he was in the AWA, then to the WWE, and then when he finally retired and then obviously they talked on, you know, when he passed away. During this time frame when he was wrestling Hogan for the title at WrestleMania 3, he was kind of like on the downslide of his career, because he was in a lot of pain. His back, he had a really bad back problems. His knee, I believe he had hurt his ankle. There we go, ankle. And it's just because of his acromegaly, which is the disease that he had, or I don't know if it's a disease, but it's a disorder that they call it giant syndrome, where your pituitary gland just keeps producing this hormone that allows your body to grow at an enormous rate, or you know. And the Big Show, Paul White, had it. I don't know if the Great Khali had it, because that dude's huge. And generally, the people from India are not that huge, from what I've seen. But with Andre, he had acromegaly. He never took care of it, so you know his body was getting too big for his like organs and bones, and it just couldn't support the weight. And a lot of times, at this point of his life, it was starting to hurt, and he was, you know, it was not as mobile as he used to be. So same thing. You want to make sure that you be careful with these poles when you get them out. The packaging is pretty cool. I think that's what kind of drove people to get these. And it's just nice to have it if you wanted to have it like at a bookend, you know, like if you had some, you know, things on a shelf, you could have both on the side. But it's nice to have. I like it. I'm glad that I have it. Obviously, these are basics. I would love to have an Andre the Giant Elite. And I don't know if they have one. I got to double check. I don't remember having an Andre the Giant Elite coming out, or if they're coming out with one. But all right, that's it. See you in a bit. And also, keep on cruising and be safe. Later.